Hi everyone, welcome to Web3 VC pitch session hosted by InnMInd. We are thrilled to have you on such an amazing group of innovators, startups, and venture capitalists gathered here today. And it's going to be an electrifying session filled with like a lot of groundbreaking ideas. This is being live streamed right now. For those who are new today, here's a quick rundown on how things are like a lot of groundbreaking ideas. This is being live streamed right now for those. Okay, all right. So sorry. Yeah. First of all, we'll be starting with quick VC introductions, and then we'll be move on to the startup pitches. So each pitch is going to be 5 minutes, following with about 2 to 5 minutes of Q&A. And in the spirit of Web3, let's keep this session really open, collaborative, filled with a lot of positive energy. Feel free to share your thoughts, questions. Let's all learn together from each other, right? Whether it's startups or VCs, it doesn't really matter. We are here to create connections and explore the future of decentralized web. And those who are watching us on YouTube, feel free to shoot your questions over on the chat, and our team will attend to it. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, so you will be recommended more content like this. Yeah, I mean, that brings us to the session. Let's start with the VC introduction. So I want to, first of all, give the mic to our great friend, Joe Su from Stratified Capital. Maybe you can give a small intro about your fund.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Joe from Stratified Capital. So usually we focus on Web3 early stage and a little bit to like pre-seed, seed, or maybe like more mature stage. So usually our portfolio company is covering like pretty diversified segments, I would say. The DeFi, infrastructure, layer 2, ZK, GameFi, Metaverse, everything, you know. So it can provide some synergy for you guys to grow. And that's my list. I think 2 things we would like to see in your projects. One is the mass adoption potentials. Another will be your technology barrier. So hope we got some insightful discussion today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joe. And thank you for being with us with InnMInd for the sessions. Thank you for the support. And next, I want to give the mic to Valentina from AQN Ventures. Valentina, maybe a small intro.
Yeah, hi, great to be here. At AQN Ventures, we focus on across Web3 verticals, mostly pre-seed and seed. And we work really closely with the Duke ecosystem to provide resources from faculty members and just any other networking opportunities and academic resources that we can bring to the founders in our ecosystem.
Thank you so much, Saj. We have a lot of startups like this in our ecosystem. Definitely, you'll find them interesting. Next thing, we have Sasha from AQN Digital Ventures. Sasha.
Hi, happy to be here. So my name is Sasha. I'm representing AQN Digital Ventures Fund. We are early stage VC, primarily focused on seed pre-seed stages. We are chain and vertical agnostic, but at the same time, we put emphasis on infrastructure, data analytics, compliance, and payments. The fund has a parent company called AQN, which is crypto trading infrastructure and liquidity provider. So we are able to provide technical NBD support to our portfolio companies, but not exclusively. We're happy to chat with everyone in the ecosystem and in the space. Yeah, curious to see teams and founders today.
Thank you so much, Sasha. Next, we have Nathan from Polygon Ventures. Nathan, maybe a quick intro. I saw Nathan here, maybe a technical difficulty. I think he will join again. Maybe I'll not hold. I'll give the mic to Jack Traub from Eterna Capital. Jack.
Hey guys, pleased to be here. I'm Jack, an associate for Eterna Capital. Eterna Capital is a London-based blockchain-focused VC firm. We're also pretty early stage, typically invest pre-seed to Series A. Within the blockchain space, we're pretty sector agnostic, but I guess a bit of an emphasis on infrastructure. So looking forward to the pitches. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jack. Thanks for coming. And next, I think we have Jack from Gatelabs, I guess. Jack?
Hi guys, good to see you. Yeah, I'm from Gatelabs. We are actually a 10-year-old centralized exchange, and our labs is mainly in charge of the investing in early stage tokenized projects. And we prefer to invest in the DeFi infrastructure, Layer 1 projects. And happy to discuss with you guys, and hope you all have a lovely day. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you, everyone. So let's move to the pitches. Maybe we can actually start off right now. And the first one to pitch today will be ValuesCo. So I invite Andrew to take the mic from me and present your screen. And it's going to be a 5-minute speech. So we are excited.
Awesome. Thank you. Share my screen. All right. So my name is Andrew Berkowitz. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ValuesCo. And at ValuesCo, we've reinvented internet display advertising for the future of the internet. So last year, $441 billion was spent on digital ads that barely work. The internet has an average display ad click-through rate of 1.9%. And in addition, we're approaching this reckoning in 2025, when Google Chrome is going to be removing third-party cookies. And so all sources of customer data are going to need to be first-party data by 2025. And so what we've done at ValuesCo is we've reinvented digital ads into a participatory experience for consumers that actually converts. What we do is we enable brands, media publishers, and nonprofits to launch collective action campaigns to acquire new customers and engage current ones. And what this does is it transforms time-bound, closed-loop ad buys into evergreen, first-party data-rich communities. And this also generates measurable impact outcomes as a result of these campaigns. And we're directly integrated into all the social media platforms, which enables us to create virality out of these ad buys. And so how does this work in practice? First off, we're built all on chain with it all abstracted into the background. So you can use our product as a consumer without even knowing it's built on the blockchain, but we're leveraging Web3 enabled gamification to really 20x what currently exists. And so the way this works is brands set a goal. It could be around climate, civic engagement, mental health, poverty alleviation, and this goal leverages rewards and earns social reputation to catalyze action. Consumers take action within these campaigns. We're leveraging all sorts of gamification to incentivize this action, and then the campaigns go viral. We're integrated into Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So when a user actually takes an action, they upload proof to show they completed the action. We use an AI-based system for moderation to prove they completed the action. Once it's successful, then they're prompted to share to social media to earn a couple extra reward tokens. And so the core two products that we've built is an action campaign page where a user is able to see all the rewards within the campaign that they can earn. These could be off-chain rewards or on-chain rewards. And then they see all the actions that they can take within the campaign to earn branded reward tokens, which are ERC20s that can be deployed on any EVM chain. And then they redeem those ERC20s for the prize pool, which is either entries to win a sweepstake prize or directly for the reward pool. The second product that we've built is a widget for media publishers that enables them to replace their static display ads, which we all know nobody likes, into action prompts, which is able to display targeted actions to users based on what they care about or based on themes and articles that they're reading. So an example of this is a big surfing company that we worked with, Starboard. They launched a campaign on ValuesCo. Their customers cleaned up 770,000 pounds of ocean plastic, planted 14,000 mangrove trees, removed 35,000 tons of CO2, had about 1.5 million additional reach on social, and they were able to convert first-party data at just $1.04 per conversion. So we use a SaaS-based pricing model. We take 20% of all the ad buys that get syndicated out to the media publisher network. We have a kind of annual licensing fee that we're charging enterprise with additional professional services built on top, and NFT minting and distribution per user at 25 to 75 cents per NFT. And then we are in partnership, which we'll get into in a bit, and have entered into reseller relationships with most of the large advertising agencies. We have a joint venture with Publicis. We have a licensing deal we've signed with Dentsu, and we have plenty of some relationships with the large professional service companies. We have an extremely strong team to execute on this opportunity. I myself was the youngest ever fellow at the Milken Institute after bootstrapping a podcast from my parents' basement into a globally syndicated portfolio of media brands. My co-founder, Christina, is one of the first hires for London's City of Tech Nation program, and was really on the ground floor to help build London's startup ecosystem. My chief strategy officer, Justin, just came from an exited company. Kindred was a purpose-driven network, and he's really sold and executed some of the largest global impact initiatives in the world, including one of the largest mental health campaigns with HBO. And my chief innovation officer, Pfeiffer, won a Cannes Lion at the age of 25 and is really experienced in AR, experiential VR, has worked with Google, MBA, YouTube, and Meta. In terms of traction, we'll do a little bit over $500,000 in revenue this year and are expecting about $3 million next year, which we'll get into how we're doing that. So again, we've signed a joint venture with Publicis, one of the largest advertising agencies in the world. We have a licensing deal in market with Dentsu, and we've just closed a massive partnership with Time, and we'll be launching our first inaugural campaign with them over the next couple months. Additionally, we have
last phrases, please. We are running out of time, so maybe you can just finish it up. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So massive global market size, covers advertising, loyalties, and analytics. How this becomes a billion-dollar company. So we're currently going to market, again, in partnership with media publishers and buyers. And next year, we're releasing our SaaS Direct product, which is also going to enable crypto projects to spin up their own action campaign, self-service by just funding the reward pool with their token. In terms of competitive analysis, we're plenty of ad tech comps. It's a very acquisition-heavy industry. Nobody is positioned how we are at the intersection of loyalty, impact, and Web3. All the big players do not have Web3 on the radar. So in the next bull cycle, we are going to be positioned very nicely for a massive acquisition if we choose to go that route. And so our ask is a $4 million safe, raising our seed round, 20% discount, gives us 24 runway to really expand on revenue and hit profitability. Thank you.
Perfect, Andrew. Thank you so much. And from personally, I would like to thank you for such an initiative, because we understand how much climate change is actually affecting the planet right now. And I think we really need to kind of focus on this niche, because otherwise we will definitely not have a planet to go for. So maybe I'll just open up the floor for investors. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions from Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, thank you for the pitch. I guess my initial question is, might be a bit confused, but so how are you getting the first party data? So people interact with the campaign, and is that how, and what data would you be getting?
Yeah, so there's two ways to interact. One is to log into the campaign page, and basically we abstract all the Web3 stuff in the background. So users are logging in with their social profile, their email, or their phone number. And so we're collecting that. And then when they're in the campaign, as they're interacting, we're capturing data around action that they're taking within the campaign. And so we capture for each user at least their email, phone number, or social profile, plus their blockchain wallet, plus all the actions and the data that they're taking within the campaign, which is hugely valuable information for companies, because we're able to display back to big brands, what do their customers care about?
Great, thanks. And I guess my next question, so is it primarily ESG focused with the campaigns?
Well, yes, and I think the average VC will look at this and will say, well, this is impact is too niche. But I think the smart VCs that are on this call will see that what we're doing here is we're flipping internet advertising on its head. And instead of presenting users with something that they don't care about, we're enabling brands to align deeply with what the user cares about the most, enable them to capture the first party data, bring them into their community. And there's been a ton of ESG missteps by big brands over the past year. And that's because the brands don't know what their customers care about. So we have this additional kind of visualized dashboard of these are the impact areas our customers really care about. because this is what they're taking action on across the entire platform and internet.
Great, thanks.
Thanks,
May I ask
Jack.
as well?
Yes, Sasha.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the presentation, Andrew. I have a question. So apparently it seems like your project can exist, successfully exist without blockchain technology, except probably NFT component here. So how do you see the value add from blockchain technology to your project?
Yeah, I think in terms of a couple areas. One is the gamification elements that it adds. So yes, digital collectibles. I think, that alone is a 10x, because what that does is we built out these action reactive NFTs, which is able to basically change and evolve over time based on the actions that a user has taken within the campaign. And so that fulfills on this like human desire to really be seen within the communities that you care about for the actions and contribution that you're having within these ecosystems. And so I think that's a really important component. The other important component that blockchain introduces is the interesting data visualization component. So all the impact that's being carried out within individual campaigns and across the entire platform, it's all tracked on chain. It's all transparent. And so you're able to build these data visualization tools, which I think creates an ecosystem within an ecosystem as we go. I think the third component is like we are building a very compelling product for crypto protocols to onboard the next billion users into the blockchain, because they're able to fund their own campaign and reward pool with their token. We're enabling people to kind of enter the space by taking these impact actions to earn some of their first ever on-chain rewards, which I think is a super compelling ad tech play for crypto protocols. And then the final thing is just interoperability between communities. So we're building in this kind of co-creative philosophy of Web3, where brands, nonprofits, media publishers are all able to come together within these campaigns and kind of enable different types of earning and redeeming across communities. So it's like I go to this, let's say World Wildlife Fund, I go and I take action within one of their campaigns. There's able to open up interoperability between other communities on the platform where tokens can be redeemed outside of that kind of closed campaign. So all sorts of different ways that we've leveraged Web3 to 5x, 10x what currently exists. And I think that as one package, it all makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for that answer. Yeah, makes sense. Totally. Thank you.
Great. Any other questions?
If we have time for one more.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more, Andrew, about the pilot program with Time. What kind of milestones are you hoping to see there, and what might be some of the risks that you could face?
Yeah. So what's interesting about that one is, we're being incorporated as this action widget into large media buy pitches that they're already giving. And so we introduce this really compelling component into the media publisher stack, which is, they sell ads, sponsorship of editorial, and sponsorship of events. And so introducing this kind of gamified action component into that stack, like that captures opted-in user data or opted-in first-party user data from the people taking action, and then adds gamification layer onto their editorial. That's super compelling. We could gamify interactions with articles, consuming their content, actions based on themes that readers are actually consuming in the articles. So I think this really revolutionized how media publishers are able to both have an engaging platform for readers in this new way, but also have a new way for advertisers to advertise through them in a way that's more authentic than just the digital ad. And so the Time deal, the inaugural campaign is a $200,000 deal that essentially is going to be a climate action campaign that's going to be built kind of gamified around their climate editorial upcoming within the timeframe of COP28. So we're going to have, it's going to range from a four-day homepage takeover of time.com. We're expecting about 300 million reach, with some additional influencers, nonprofits, celebrities that we've brought into the fold as well. And so it's going to be a really big campaign. In terms of risk, we're going to have tens of millions of users coming to the platform. And so ensuring scalability, I mean, it's kind of a cop-out answer, but ensuring scalability of the platform is definitely something we're thinking about and being conscientious of. And because we're this platform that captures all this first-party data, security is super top of mind. And we're currently going through our SOC 2 certification process right now. And I think security is going to be a really important component and risk factor to take into consideration with this valuable kind of first-party data that we're going to be collecting at scale.
Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina. Any other questions? Or maybe we can move to the next pitch. Okay. But before we move to the next pitch, we have our friend David Shen here from DWF Ventures. David, maybe you can give a few intro about your fund. David, are you there? Okay, maybe he is having some technical difficulties. Maybe I'll move to the next pitch straight away. We have Eesee and Vova is actually here to pitch. Vova, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, guys.
Hey.
I'm here. Thank you so much for having
your screen. Yes.
Yep, just give me 1 second. I'm sharing it. So yeah. Tell me please if you can see my screen right now.
Right, I can see your screen and your 5 minutes starts right now.
Amazing. Hello everyone, guys. I'm happy to be here with you. My name is Vova. I'm 26, now living in Dubai. I'm 5 years on position CEO and founder of different startups. Had 2 successful startups and 2 exits in medical technology and educational technology. Now moved to Web3 and NFT-fi, SocialFi and GameFi. That's 3 basically spheres on edges of which we are building our platform. It's a platform that enhances buyers and sellers of digital assets and solves different problems on the market of NFT and digital assets. Basically, the problems that we are solving that the liquidity is constantly declining, the supply and demand, they just don't match, and there are only several startups that facilitate the community growth. So basically, we are bringing the solution because Eesee is not only a SocialFi platform, but as well a marketplace where users can sell everything faster. For users can get the assets for just a fraction of the cost, and our platform just really facilitates the community growth with the very gamified functions. The product that we are building, the sneak peek is here. I'll show you a bit more in a minute. So basically, we are boosting assets demand through the gamified trading process, and what we are doing is basically when seller comes to our platform, he has to set 3 variables: total profit, number of participants, and the cost of participant. Once that total profit is being accumulated, we have the Chainlink VRF. Chainlink are our partners, and the Chainlink VRF helps us to select the one who will become the new owner of that full valuable asset. The other ones are being rewarded with our Eesee native token once per month. So they basically, this technique, this concept helps us to accelerate sales of digital assets and just lower the cost barrier to enter the market for everybody. The product features is our unique protocol that helps us to benefit not only to ourselves, but as well to different other marketplaces, providing liquidity and providing traded volume rewards, gamification, and build-in chat. Build-in chat is our newest SocialFi technique that helps to communicate and build the ecosystem around one platform. So basically, this is how our platform looks. As well, this is our display. So here is the sneak peek in our tokenomics, very fast. And as well, I'll just, while you are looking at this, I'll just tell you that we've raised already the seed round on valuation of 11 million, raised 1.1 million, and we've already started raising private and raised a bit of private by the guys who call themselves Deadwood Angels. They are investors in 1inch, Seismo, Li-Fi, ZK Sync, Winter Mutineer, and just very big and notable projects. We are backed by those and we are moving forward with them. Market analysis, I think we will be back to this in a minute. Our team, basically, I managed 2 exits. We have a very skillful team, highly motivated, working full-time. Several just high qualified for members of the team. Our advisors, we have advisors from core teams at Rarible, Ryan X, head of NFT business development at Binance, Robin X, head of NFT at Outlier Ventures, some really cool guys at Aave, Hansa, and Dedalus as well, who are helping us. And as well, we have very impressive tractions of 70,000 users into waiting list, 25,000 users verified in Discord, 16,000 wallets collected. It's all in the bear market. It's nearly impossible, this market, and we are just scaling, growing, and I'll be back to this. And we are just launching the testnet on 15th of October, mainnet 15th of November, and then we are making token launch in something like early or middle December. As well, we haven't got any competitors on the market because this protocol and feature is very unique. Our competitors are our future partners. Our competitors turned our future partners because we are providing them with newer audience, newer, fresher liquidity, and higher trading volumes. So yeah, thank you so much for having me here. And we are in search of investors for our private round. We are looking for investors who can provide not only money, but smart money aspect. We are looking for the ones who are very expertise in consumer-centric, user-centric products, and we'll be very happy to communicate with you further. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much for, even though it was in a rush, you managed to finish it within 4.5 minutes. So thank you so much for that. I think definitely investors will have questions. And first of all, congratulations on 2 exits. And also you have great traction entering Web3. So I will open the floor to investors to ask questions. Hey, Valentina.
Hi, I have a quick question. It looks like you have a great team and a great board of advisors. What capabilities or what expertise are you mostly looking for with this next round? You mentioned you want, more than just a check. You want smart money and potentially other resources. So what kind of blind spots do you see there with the team?
We are scaling, growing fast, but we are an early stage startup. So as in every early stage startup, we need 3 things. We need, of course, money to scale. Second, with that money, we need 2 more things. It's a community outreach and network outreach. When I say community outreach, I mean we want to show our product to as big audience as it can possibly be shown to, because we are building the clear consumer-centric, user-centric product without any additional technical barriers applied to this, and opening the market to a big variety of people. So community outreach will be the first thing, possible community outreach, of course. And the network outreach, I'm talking about outreach to any wise individuals in that space who can help us to scale even faster.
Great, thank you. Joe?
Yeah, I got a good questions. Could you elaborate more about your collaboration between Chainlink Build? Can you elaborate more about this?
Yeah, sure. Chainlink is helping us with the Chainlink WRF plus Chainlink automation. We are not using any of those common indexing solutions on the market. We build our own custom indexing solution. So we are building this to make it possible to aggregate any supply from any other marketplaces. So we don't have this problem of chicken and egg creating supply and demand. We are only creating the demand, and Chainlink helps us to automate that process. And Chainlink as well helps us with the Chainlink PRX system. PRX system is basically a system that on-chain, fully decentralized, help us to select one of those data parameters randomly within the scope of all different participants in those lots that we collect on our platform.
I got a follow-up question. So do you have any percentage of your stake is given to the Chainlink?
We are working on the partnership agreement right now, and of course we are going to pay Chainlink. Right now, as we are developing, we are not paying at the moment anything to Chainlink, and of course it's not the percentage, it's a fixed payment of using the Chainlink system. So basically we are showing the market how the Chainlink can be used in a novel, unique way. it's a use case for them, and it's a good thing for us to have, because of course Chainlink is a very trustworthy and big company, so we are having this partner is basically beneficial for us as well.
Gotcha, thanks.
Boba, we have a question from YouTube, and Jess is asking what investors they have on cap table and what are the commits. I think he wants to know about the previous round and the cap table, and also like if you have any commits for this round.
So basically the investors that we have in the cap table is 3 angels. One angel from Ton, one angel, he is not public, he's just Web3 angel investor, and one angel from Near Foundation, and as well Daedalus angels. So basically Daedalus angels is I've showed you them, their investment, top tier investment, angel investment syndicate, and we have several soft and strong commits from different other VCs. We're in the middle of discussion with some top tier VCs at the moment, but I think that it would be not very reasonable for me to name drop those because we haven't got anything signed up yet, because we've only started collecting this strategic round 8 days ago. So basically, yep, I think that you get my point.
Yes, appreciate it. Yeah, that's true. And how much are you raising for this current round, and at what valuation?
But right now for this round, we are raising a bit more than 2.5 million at a valuation at 16
million. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Any other questions for Boba? Okay, all right. Maybe we will move to the next pitch.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Boba. We'll move to Tim. Miomi Games. Tim, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Please share your screen.
Great. 1 second. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so I can start.
Yes, your 5 minutes starts right now.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, my name is Tim. I'm running operations in Miomi. So Miomi Game is an online esport arena. We already work in profitable business that got more than 100,000 registered users that already generated more than $400,000 in revenue. And that's all by playing matches and tournaments on our platform. So our founder decided to solve the pain of the majority of the gamers that they cannot experience the excitement of the competition for contributions or become top in esport field. So he created a business that is very simple and user-friendly. Players compete and we take the commission from every match and tournament. So basically players play a game mode that requires an entry contributions by participating players. Entry contributions creates a rewards pool. They're chosen from the games like CSGO, Dota 2, FIFA. We have currently 12 the most popular esport games, but we can add any Web 2 and Web 3 skill-based games on the platform very quickly. So at the conclusion of the game, winners receive the winnings from the rewards pool and we get our commission. That's basically our main revenue stream currently. One of the reasons why players love us so much that they keep more than $1,200,000 on their balances on Miomi Game and play daily with that money is because everyone loves speed. And thanks to our platform features, players can start playing on Miomi in minutes and moreover find friends, since we also have social network features. About statistics. So basically, in short period of 9 months, we got the statistics. We paid out the winnings more than $20 million. From that commission, we got more than $400,000 in revenue. And as I said, they keep more than $1 million and play daily with that money. That was all possible even without any social media. We started it only 1 month ago. That's because our founder, who is global multi-year eFootball world champion, authority in esport and gaming field, and his deep understanding of gamers' needs. Also, gamers were just inviting their friends to play with. That's basically why we have a referral system. That's how it was growing so fast. So we plan to gain 10 million registered users by the end of 2024 by combining 2 rapidly growing fields of eSport and cryptocurrencies. We started with top-tier games to capitalize and leverage the power of their communities that they already have created, and there are so many other games that we can add on the platform. We will achieve success by combining marketing strategies with community engagement through tournaments, top-tier collaborations with bloggers and influencers, and also we will add additional monetization incentives for our users. To reach Web3 audience, we plan to work and already working directly with Web3 projects, Web3 games, crypto exchanges, and blockchains to capture new audience and to add value to existing users. So our token will be used as a fuel for the whole ecosystem. For example, as an access for creating daily matches and tournaments, but also a chance to participate in global sponsored championships with globally known influencers. Also, we have a prepared token flow model that I will gladly share with you after the pitch. And currently, we have a little bit left in the pre-seed round. We already have investors. Our total raise is $2.5 million, and we have almost fully open seed round currently. So I already talked to you about the Nicola, our founder, but our whole team is strong, complex, skilled in each area, and we have the capability to become #1 choice of all players. So as I said, we have investors and partners. We have Moonhill Capital as an investor in pre-seed round. With other partners, we're implementing Web3 tools, adding new Web2 and Web3 skill-based games, negotiation with world-class influencers as football stars and esports stars. For example, we already signed the very big influencer with more than 100 million followers. I'll gladly share it with you after the pitch because it's not publicly yet. Also, we are already integrated into Telegram, so users can go, for example, to play mobile games to the Telegram, create a match, add a friend through the Telegram, and automatically register on the platform also through the Telegram. I will show you basically very quickly our platform. So you can see current statistics. We support all of the devices. You can see how many matches, how many tournaments we held on the platform. From the very first page, you can join the match on the platform. And we held recent tournaments, for example, with Stone ecosystem. In 2 hours, basically, our users created more than 500 wallets and basically deposited in Stone coin more than $500. That basically was created by the rules of our tournament. That's one way how we can cooperate with the blockchains and basically Web3 projects. We can give them our audience that are very engagement. Also, I said that we have social network features. You can see the profile, which devices user play, which game statistics, his friends. We have ability to add friends on the platform and built-in chat with built-in translator to chat basically on the platform. Also, with the cheaters, we deal like that. So basically, we have yellow cards. So if someone is trying to cheat, we give them yellow cards, and other players will see that it's not maybe the better choice to play with him because he tried to cheat once. Also, very quickly, I can also show you last minute, basically our Google Analytics. We are pretty open. If you want, I can send the access to you. And yeah, thank you very much. If you feel the match at what we are building and you have the capability to help us in becoming #1 choice of all players, let's connect. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tim. It's actually great traction. If you have 20 million paid out so far, right, to all the players?
Yes, that's correct.
Amazing, amazing. All right. I'll open up the, VCs. You can ask questions, please.
May I ask one?
Yes, sir.
Team, I have a question. Do you have any plans to abstract from Web3 crypto technology so that Web2 users can join and play without knowing that they use wallets, for example, and win and lose in the tournaments?
Yes, for sure. We all know that Web2 audience is much bigger in the gaming industry. So we want to convert them into Web3 space without even them knowing about it. So I'll maybe show you a quick plan how we can do it. So basically, we already did it. Our users firstly was only Web2. Currently, they're Web3 users. We converted them. Basically, our model will be like that. So currently users are playing for the Mio. It's like soft currency that they buy for crypto through the crypto payment system. It's like a stable coin right now. We are going to save it because if user don't know about Web3, about the crypto, about the token, we will firstly gain this user to our platform to play for stable coin. Yeah. And then by the events and a lot of activities that are going for the token, we will convert them into the buying our token and play for that. Also, we have lower commission for playing for the tokens, and basically all of the incomes that we'll be getting from the people that are not buying our token will also go to burn our token, reserved for the token, and remarketing to get new Web3 audience. So basically, yeah, we're going to gain Web2 audience and convert it into Web3 space. And it will be pretty easy for them basically on our website.
Cool. Thank you so much. Got it.
Great.
Thank you. Anybody else? Maybe Valentina, Joe, Jack? Any questions to Tim?
Hey, thank you for the pitch. I guess my question would be around your timeline.
Sure.
What's your next couple months looking like?
Milestones, you mean?
Yeah, what are your main milestones?
Okay, so first of all, we are going to launch partnership tournaments with the blockchains, with Web3 project to capture Web3 audience, also to get new users and to give our users to these projects. We are going to implement Web3 tools. We're already implementing NFT viewer, wallet connect on the platform, so other users will see their NFTs and the profiles also. Also, we are going to cooperate with Web3 games so users will have in profiles not only statistics about on our website, but also achievements on the other games. For example, they have some of the NFTs, they have some of the achievements, like they won some tournaments. They also see it on our platform. Also, we're going to, as I said, integrate into Telegram to make it just easier for users to go and play on our website. And we want to gain this 800 million of users of the Telegram. And that's one way how we are going to gain this users by the marketing campaign. Also, we're going to launch some of the products, for example, with a very big influencer that I will show you after the pitch privately. We are going to launch like analog of the FIFA, but in cyber football. So basically, we will organize world-class championships in the cyber football on our platform. So basically, it's like championships between the countries, League of Championships, and every player that we have currently will have the ability, a chance to participate in these tournaments and play with his role models, like football players, sports players, and yeah, I think that's it. Also, we're going to launch a more ecosystem products, NFT Arena Land, that will give the ability to earn passively on our platform. So for example, you are not really good at skill, but you want to cooperate with the gamers, you want to do something on our platform, you will have this ability with NFT Arena Land. You will have the ability to create tournaments, organize them, invite sponsors, get part of the income for you for organizing basically a tournament. And for the influencers, it will be very interesting because it will be one of the way how they can engage their audience and play with them the tournaments if, for example, they are gaming influencers. And yeah, I think that's our milestones for the time.
Great. Thank you, Tim.
Great. Tim, I have a question from YouTube. This is from Alex. How the result of the game is checked? Is it API?
Currently, it is not API. Currently, we're working like that. So basically, users are, we have no connections to the games right now. That's one of the reasons why we can basically add game on the platform very quickly, any game. So they are writing the results after the game on our website. And if there's some problem, for example, someone's trying to cheat and write different results, not correct, we're going to check it. Our admin can check it pretty easily without any API connection to the game. So if someone tried to cheat, we have yellow cards on the platform. So as a player, so I see that it's not a better choice to play with. But that's for now. In the near future, we're going to negotiate with the games, and also all Web3 games that we're going to launch on our platform will give us API direct connection, so we can see results automatically. And with the games that we have currently and will have, Web2 games, we'll also have API connection, but in the near future, because we need funding and time to negotiate with them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tim. Also, just a personal question of mine, touching base from Sasha's question. In terms of onboarding like Web2 players into Web3, right? Like you are already kind of doing it at the moment. So do you kind of ask them for the feedback, like, you know, like, hey, look, what are you currently, like, what is your process looks like? Like how are they, like, are they comfortable in terms of like this process, or what are the bottlenecks that you see over there? Or do you integrate these feedbacks? Do you have any feedback loop that you're integrating this into your next version or anything?
Yeah, for sure. We cooperate with our players. We discuss it with them. So when we first switched the payment system from the Visa MasterCard to the crypto payment system, about a week they were not like arguing, but they didn't understand why. But then after a few weeks, they tried the basically crypto. They understood what the market is. We also held some like learning courses for them, just to them to understand what is it. And now they're pretty good Web3 users, and they're basically glad that we did it because it's easier for them, first of all, and they find out new industries they can that they can go through. And also we talked about us integrating into Web3 space, launching the token, and it is better for them because we are going to create new revenue streams for us and new ways to earn money on our platform for them, not only for players, but also for influencers, for basically people who want to organize tournaments, for everyone in this industry.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for all the answers, Tim. And I think the introductions will follow privately later on from investors. So you can stop your screen share. And
Sure. I would also like to add that currently we accept investment in the token and also in equity. So feel free to reach out to me.
For sure. Thank you so much, Tim. All right. Next, we have Akshay Nassar, representing Chimp Exchange. Akshay, are you ready? Can you share your screen?
Yes, I'm ready. Hi.
Amazing.
I'm just sharing my screen.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready. I'll start my timer.
Yes, all ready, set to go.
Okay, your 5 minutes starts right now.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I'm the founder of CEO of Chimp Exchange. It is the native decentralized exchange and launchpad on Linear Network. So just walking through you the problems that we are solving. So most of the time the DEX experience sucks 90% of the time, which is due to the low capital efficiency, because there is always some problem in the algorithm and that turns to higher slippage trades, which loses capital efficiency. And coming to the rented liquidity, which is one of the problem in the DEX space, DeFi space, and the liquidity is almost rented, and almost all the protocols offer high APR in the beginning, but that leads to hyperinflation and liquidity being dying off. And the third problem that DEX is where people lose interest over time is because DEXs don't list tokens that often compared to a centralized exchange. So solving this, we have created a perfect recipe for the DEX on every blockchain. So our DEX is a plug and play algorithm based on balancer protocol. So to that we have high capital efficiency because we use stable and multi-token pools that allows us to convert liquidity in a better way and use high capital efficiency. And coming to that, we have time-based liquidity as well. So instead of providing higher APY to users, we provide longer duration sustainable APR that incentivizes lower users as well, which have lower amount of funds. And also we have an automated launchpad, which onboards higher quality projects on the blockchain and add more tokens to the DEX as well. Coming to revenue generation, so we charge 0.3% per trade. That is the fees that we charge, which is one of the lowest, and plus very fast on the linear blockchain. And we charge 3 to 5% for every total raise for the launchpad IDOs that we will do, and that is a good amount. So we start the fundraising round starts from 100,000, and that is 3 to 5% for every IDOs that we will do. And there's an NFT pass, which I'll explain later, and that creates about 1.2 million of funds or every 6 months. So coming to the product market fit, we are ripe to take over the Linear network. So Linear, as you know, is backed by Consensus, which has a $700 million fund. And on that, we have cracked what should be the best product to launch on Linear, is that will have a bridge, so that is the first product that we're targeting, and a Chimp Pass, which will give access to every product that is available on the Chimp ecosystem. That is a launchpad and a multi-chain DEX. So that is where we are, and we have innovative farming, and we are there to early capture the market before the TVL increases and the multi-blockchain support. Coming to the growth so far, we have officially partnered with Linear. Our testnet development is done. We have onboarded many organic influencers. We have a couple of partnerships ready on the DEX aggregator side, and we have already partnered with Gatelabs as well as Zonic. And coming to the part where we are about to launch our chimp drop, which is one of the toughest airdrop campaign that you'll see in the Web3 space. And we're just about to complete our testnet and launch it within the next week. So this is our roadmap for the next 2 years, and the focus is primarily in 2023 is to complete the testnet, launch the testnet, and in the 1 month we'll be launching the mainnet, and basically sell our NFT passes, which will give us access to every product on the chimp ecosystem, and maybe primarily do public sale and chimp listing. Then the next set of years you can see the roadmap here and ask me a question later. So what competitive edge do we have right now? Coming to Linear ecosystem, there are 3 native DEXs out there, and compared to them, obviously everyone has low fees because they are on Linear and they have farms, but they don't have weighted and multi-token pools. Many few have stable swap, and none of them have launchpad access. So that is where we arrived. Before we launch, we can easily take over Linear platform as the native DEX and launchpad. Tokenomics are here. You can take a look at here for the tokenomics. And coming to the so use of funds, so we are raising $2 million for token financing round, where we are using 12% of total supply, which is 20 millions. And seed fund, currently we are raising 500,000, and the funds will be used for product development, marketing, legal and operation, and team building. We are currently 16 people team that we are working on. This is the current structure of the core team. I have experience in 8 years in marketing and operations. I have worked with many companies like Delta, TerraBlock, and all. Completing right now, I have a team which is solid, and we have a total 16-member of team right now to work with. Thank you. I'll be looking forward to the questions.
Thank you so much, Akshay. You were right on time. I will open up questions for investors.
Hi, Akshay. Thanks for the pitch. You mentioned you have, I think it was 14,000 that I saw Discord users in the first 4 days.
No, it's 1,500 users only right now.
Sorry. Have you identified kind of a key persona from those users, or just from general research? What's kind of the characteristics of the users that you're seeing here?
Yes, so most of the users that are there are who was entering to DeFi and maybe trading and under the DeFi ecosystem, who want to be part of a newer DEX or maybe newer project in the DeFi space. They want to get early, and we have combined a mix of people who are into NFTs and DeFi as a whole. These are the 2 set of users that are currently in the Discord that we have seen. We recently did an AMA yesterday, and we got a lot of questions, but most of them were around DeFi and stuff. So people are already educated around the DeFi front.
And I guess just a quick follow-up on the NFT front. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that offering?
Yes. So since we have a NFT part in our project, because most of if you see projects, they are about DeFi collectibles, NFT collectibles and all, but they don't have such a use case like that. So we have integrated an NFT pass, which will give access. If you buy that NFT pass, you don't have to stake your tokens. You don't have to do the tier system to participate in an IDO, which in normal launchpad you do. So if you buy the NFT IDO pass, you get access to all the products. Plus you get higher APY in the staking if you do stake your tokens. So that use case will give you access to all the products under it. So that's why we have a lot of NFT based people in the Discord as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Valentina, for the question. Any other question? Joe, Jack?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I got one. So to be honest, like the DeFi market is pretty bearish right now. So as you can see, the TVL is pretty low, even though the different competitors like projects. So what is your go-to-market strategy?
So our go-to-market strategy is because Linear is just starting up right now, and it has one of the biggest funds in the market in the DeFi space. And when the bull market arises, Linear will take over the DeFi space in the layer 2 market, which is right now taken over by Arbitrum, Optimism, and Base. But if you see right now, if you go to Linear's ecosystem, you'll see they have onboarded plenty of projects out there in the market, and they're just ready to launch, and they will soon take over. I'm sure that they will take up the 3rd or maybe the top 3 space in the L2 market. And that's why we've chosen Linear and compare it to the DEX that are there, which I show you in the competitive sheet. These are the native DEXs that recently launched, and they are not able to provide that much of the quality DEX experience to the users. That's why we think we have the competitive edge. We have a better balanced protocol-based DEX, and as well as a launchpad, which will allow us to onboard more projects and provide people with more token trading options.
Gotcha. So have you started talking with the project to launch on your launchpad, or you will wait till the product is finished?
Yes, the product. Yes, thank you for the question. So the products is almost finished. The testnet is development is done. We are just about to launch next week for the public testnet. And once we get some feedback from the users, we'll quickly move over to the mainnet and start looking for the projects to launch launch on the launchpad. So that will be happening within the next October month.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And Akshay, do you have any projects in the pipeline to launch right now on the linear?
Yes, couple of people reached out to us for the launchpad, but we have put them on hold because we want to test our product right by the market and get feedback from people. Once we have that, we'll start working on the launchpad. It's under development right now, but when we do our public sale, it will be conducted via the same launchpad model, so people can have a look at that, how it works.
Okay, all right. And also, just another question. You mentioned during your pitch that you're going to do the biggest airdrop campaign in Web3,
yes.
right? Can you just maybe in short words, can you just shed some light on that? Yeah, what is it? We are curious.
Yes. So if you see right now in the market, every airdrop is done for the engagement part. So like they get the engagement and nothing is confirmed about the airdrop. People just do guesswork. How much airdrop will they get? How much work they will do? So it's nothing confirmed. So we have created a dashboard on the Chimp Exchange website. It is completely developed. We'll launch it in a next week or so. And what we have planned is there'll be a fixed number of wallets that we will qualify for the airdrop, and they can see the rank move up to the ladder, and if they do the task and quest, and they can collect points, and after that is done, they'll be able to reach in the set number of wallets that will reach get the airdrop. So they can see if they under the rank, they will get a confirmed airdrop. So it's a confirmed airdrop if you do the tasks.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I mean, all the best for the airdrop, and hopefully if it's successful, we can actually get other projects to kind of follow this as well, and it could be
absolutely
useful. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from VCs? Okay. Maybe not right now. So thank you so much, Akshay. You can
thank you.
Ending the screen, and we'll continue with the introductions later on.
Thank you.
Next, I want to give the mic to Alex from Albus protocol. Alexander, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Alexander. Can you share your screen?
Sure. Trying to find the right screen. So do you see it right now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Trying it again.
Yes, we can see it right now. Alexander, I'm going to start 5 minutes. And I will buzz you when it's about to finish. Okay, your time starts right now.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. I am Alex Ray. I am CEO and co-founder of Albus protocol. It's blockchain agnostic ZK infrastructure for managing Web3 identities and compliance as a service. What we are doing and why we are doing that. Now the blockchain infrastructure, all of the customers of all of the people which are using this, they are anonymous. That means there are no possibility to target the customers. So which raises multiple issues. The first issue, you cannot personalize the services. How do you want to achieve the customers? The second issue, you cannot mitigate the risk. You cannot drop the customers from some jurisdictions whom you don't want to work to. And the third issue, the most important issue, that's lack of compliance of all of the customers, all of the DeFi protocols. The upcoming regulations, like MiCA regulation, travel rule regulations. ARL published a few weeks ago a proposal how to regulate DeFi protocols and how KYC should work there, and so on. What does it mean? That means that most of the DeFi protocols which are operating now in Europe, and most of the regulated jurisdiction will stop the user, they will be forced to stop the business as usual if the regulations are applied. So how do we want to solve the lack of compliance and lack of user targeting on blockchain? We combine three important technologies: self-silent identity, which makes the customers possible to collect their data; zero-knowledge proofs, which make it possible to prove that they comply with the business needs without to disclose their personal data; and trusty sharing and sharing of the keys, which make it possible not to disclose the personal data without a legal request. That means we provide an infrastructure which makes it possible for the customers to collect the data from off-chain providers like KYC providers, like AMA providers, and so on. Then use the collected data, use the digitalized identities to prove them if they comply with the business policies without to disclose their personal data, but still make it for the businesses to disclose the personal data via circle or trusted network, which must agree together, which have consensus that the data is allowed to be disclosed. So how do we want to make the money? We have multiple revenue streams. That is one-time fee for business onboarding. That is the fee for issuing digital credentials. That's fee for the compliance verification, and that's fee for each verification of the transaction. We have multiple packages from the small package to enterprise packages, so we can target the different businesses of different size in Web3 space. So, few words to our team. Myself, I found my first IT company in '98. It worked in multiple businesses in last 25 years. I worked for big institutional, for startups. One of the projects I used to work in is now used in more as 500 municipalities in Germany. Our co-founders are really experienced guys as well. They have the similar IT experience as myself. They built the e-commerce marketplaces, advertising system, and so on. We have a really great advisory board. Dr. Matthew Rataji is head of regulatory affairs by UBS Bank and co-founder of Seva Bank. Andrei Sklishevsky is legal counsel and AML compliance officer. And Daria Vasilieva is founding partner by FD Capital and support us on strategic and financial decisions. So what did we achieve so far? We have a huge media coverage. We have awarded the best startup in Switzerland. We signed few lawyers, got a grant from Solana Foundation, and have most important partners in sense of KYC and AML providers. Our product will be ready, will be in closed beta testing in few weeks. And the protocol is published right now. So that's our roadmap. We plan to expand our team in next year, plan to add multiple blockchains, plan to add multiple customers, and exchange our event and media coverage. Yeah, we are looking for pre-seed round. We are looking for 1.2 million by 10M valuation. We are looking for equity and tokens simultaneously. So that is how we want to spend our money, token distribution and unlock schedule. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am Alexander Ray and glad to answer your questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alexander. I think regulation is a very often spoken subject in the Web3 space at the moment. And I think we really need some real solutions that actually can, navigate this space and protect DeFi as an overall. I'll open up questions to our VCs. Yes.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the presentation. So apparently, like half a year ago, I want to say, we were observing a huge boom of KYC and AML tools, especially those using zero knowledge proof. At the same time, they were as well, like teams were anticipating upcoming regulations. And currently what we see is that they struggle finding their product market fit. Do you think it's somehow related to you? This problem?
Yes and no, that's a really good question. So at first, the DeFi protocols, they don't see, they don't know what is coming, how it will work. Actually, I'm quite confident. We talked to multiple regulators, to multiple crypto lawyers, that DeFi protocols will be regulated similar to traditional finances soon. Maybe most of them are actually quite confident that market and crypto assets already regulates the DeFi protocols, because the MiCA don't regulate only fully decentralized DeFi protocols, and there are not many of them. Most of the DeFi protocols, they have some persons whom the regulators can talk to. That means that in July 26, all of them must be AML compliant. AML compliant, it means they must know their customers. So that means the DeFi protocols now, they don't realize that they are a little bit screwed, but it will be soon. On the other hand, that's not only about the risk mitigation, it's about the customer targeting. So that means now it's impossible to target the customers and to offer them some personalized services. Like if you know your customer, you can issue under collateralized loans. If you are a gaming platform and know your customers, know where they're from, how old they are, and so on, you can offer them digital goods which are much better. So that means targeting is not about only compliance and risk mitigation. Targeting is about the personalized services as well. And that actually the service we are building is not only about DeFi protocols. We are targeting the metaverses and gamifies as well. So if we check our go-to-market strategy, so that first we have a retail segment. We will start our TV program in October. We have a first episode in games together with Dukas TV. So that means it's about education. We need to educate people that the regulation will be applied and how to survive actually in that regulated field, how the regulated DeFi will work. Then we have a DeFi segment, of course, and we have a non-DeFi segment. And we are talking to Metaverse Association. We have a good connection via our advisor, Maciej. He is a compliance officer in Swiss Metaverse Association. We are in good contact to Ramesh. Ramesh is the chair of E3 blockchain, and is building now the World Metaverse Association. Metaverses needs a kind of identity as well, because the metaverse also, they don't work, let's say, with some bad jurisdictions, because if you have people which are using your service from bad jurisdiction, then maybe some legal authorities will have questions for you on some point of time. So we are talking to games as well, because for games, it's games or gambling. It's important as well that they are not allowed to use this, people not in legal age. Or NFTs, there are multiple NFT services right now which selling, you buy an NFT and get an, I don't know, beer or whiskey for a lifetime. What they are doing actually, they are selling alcohol to people without no age. It's not allowed to do as well. So that means there are multiple players in the DeFi space which actually want to know who are their customers. The question is, how do you go to the customer, how to talk to them? That's about advertising, it's about education, it's about events, it's about marketing, it's about connection. And we working on all of the topics.
I see. Thank you so much. Do I have time for a follow-up question?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So how are you planning to fight with such really strong competitors? For example, like Nota Bene, they're one of the biggest actually players on the market of ML.
Yes, we have have some unique solutions, like we are able to disclose the data in the case of legal request, but still the data is unknown to any party which are using our service. So we have a unique combination of SSI, ZK, and threshold cryptography, which make it possible to offer the fully decentralized service, but still fulfill the requirements from the customers to be anonymous, from business to be able to target the customers, and from legal authorities, which sometimes wants to know who are the guys behind the wallets.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Great. Thank you, Sasha. Any other questions?
Hi, Alexander. Thank you for the pitch. Do you mind elaborating on the trustees and the role?
Yeah, sure. So the trustees, that is a network of trusted partners. Anyone can say, I want to be a trusted partner from Albus, and they register them on our platform and share their verifiable credentials. That means they share the information about whom they are, but only the parts which they want to be shared. So they share, I'm a lawyer, I'm an influencer, I know many things about blockchain, I'm a founder, and so on. So we have a network of the trustees. Then the business which wants to use that kind of disclosed possibility, they choose the trustees which are fine for them. That means they choose, okay, I want to work only with European trustees, or I want to only work with the lawyers, or I want to work only with the influencers, or whatever. So that means we have, let's say, 100 trustees, and only 10 of them are fine for the business. That's business decision, not our decision. So, and then the business say, okay, I want to have a consensus that 2 or 3 trustees must agree that the data is allowed to be disclosed. So then the 3 trustees are chosen randomly from that small subset of the trustees on each personal data decryption. So that means random 3 trustees are responsible to prove if the request is legitimate to disclose the data, but there are random trustees from some trustee network. So, and if the threshold is fulfilled, that means 2 or 3 or 5 of them, or 15 from 25 or whatever, then the data is disclosed, but disclosed in that way is that the trustees don't see the data, the DeFi protocol don't see the data, we as the Albus don't see the data as well. Only the data requester is allowed and able to see the data.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other questions? Okay, let's okay, perfect. I think maybe the rest will follow up with introductions. Thank you so much, Alexander.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, looking forward to connect with you later on.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, last but not least, we have the next startup who's going to pitch is Dennis from Marsbase. Dennis, are you there? Okay.
So I will be in behalf of Dennis today.
Okay, perfect. Can you share your screen, Nine?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second.
Sure. Okay. All right. Your 5 minutes starts right now, Nine.
Okay. So hey guys, my name is Nick. I'm the CCO of Marsbase, and Marsbase is the first and only Web3 aggregator of the secondary markets. And today, all the financial markets are still young in Web3, and they are kind of, fragmental. There's no one window shop solution. The lack of liquidity brings that the deals are kind of slow, so it's hard to complete the deal. And so we provide 360 service. We aggregate liquidity. We provide all the compliance procedures. We also aggregate data and provide analytical reports about each of every offerings that we have. And we also provide the best possible deal flow that is legitimate, that is regulated, and that is transparent for every party. Besides just the deals that we aggregate and provide, we also have a marketplace where you can search for them and get access. We have the base of the data that I mentioned, because we aggregate and we see what's going on with every project, how the demand is rising, what's the valuation, and etc. And we also provide these like overview researches about the projects. So we have like secondary score. Also, we have the VC fund that we build in to cover fragmental deals through SPVs and etc. So what you can trade here, you can trade existing SAFTs and SAFE, token warrants, and RWA tokenized assets. The major like deal flow right now existing in SAFT and SAFE trades. And we're also building solutions for new SAFTs and, as I mentioned, RWA tokenized assets. Here you can find all the major projects right now on hot sales, like tier 1, 2 projects. You definitely know all of them. We have more than 100 such offerings available. And as I mentioned, so we are also see the future, the possibilities on this market that we want to cover about the new SAFs and fractional deals. And we kind of good performing. We started this year, and we already have listed more than 400 million different offerings, so SAF, SAFE tokens, etc. We have more than 600 clients. More than 100 of them are active. Mostly these are VCs, investment DAOs, syndicates, etc. And we covered more than $8 million closed already out of this. And we are growing fast. We already work in 3 regions, and our next step is to be legal in Europe. And besides just, completing the deals, providing the analytical story, so we also see a few more source of revenue for our business. And the next thing that we launching right now is the SaaS for this analytical subscription model. We have the bunch of partners, VCs, and other representatives who have good network in this field. Also, for example, the guys like CryptoRank and 1inch who are working on the side of, analytics on the Web3 space. And the potential of these markets is kind of impressive because we see that today we are talking about like 56 billion of locked assets in Web3. And it's just, that exists. Also, we can plus here the RWA tokenized assets. So in these 2 cases, the potential of both of these markets is coming up to 1 trillion in the next 5 to 7 years. And it's just more than just impressive. All of our team are well established because most of us worked together before for several projects and successfully launched 3 projects before. And I would say that we kind of performing well. We really know how to earn money. We already have revenue. We already earned more than 150K net profit for us. And the else money we share with our partners, like revenue share model. Yeah, we have the comprehensive solution, like one window shop. We provide all the necessary services around it, and we are growing fast. We double our revenue each month. And so I'm happy to invite you to take part in our seed round. We open it with a 15 million valuation, and we are selling 10% of our equity shares. So we're raising 1.5 in equity and give you a token warrant with 0.5 ratio for free. So for each 100K investment, you would have 50K plus of token warrant for free. We already made 500,000 raised, and we have around 1 million in different commitments. Most of them are from VCs who are waiting for our legal licenses to be done. That's what we are working on right now. I think that's the major highlights. I would also be glad to invite you on the 26th of September, where we're going to launch our web version. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nick. Great presentation. I will open up the mic for investors. Any questions? Sasha, Valentina?
Yeah, I assume I have one. So can you please, Nick, thank you so much for the presentation as well. Can you please elaborate more on the pricing process? So apparently what happens then when like two parties, like buy side and sell side, exchange the deal, usually the pricing is a result of negotiations. How do you price deals here, and how do you source the data for pricing?
Yeah, so in fact, because how it works. So we have our direct clients base. Most of them are VCs who can be holders, who could represent as supply side. who could sell anything with any pricing because it's just they want to do so. Yeah. So on the opposite side, we have other investors who are searching for some options to buy. So in fact, and they in some point they meet their expectations. Yeah, because it's the balance of supply and demand. Also, we are working more than 20 different OTC brokers and platforms. And we aggregate as much offerings as exists on this market. I think we covered more than 70% of the market already. And so in fact, in each of every case, we see the best possible offering available. Definitely, sometimes it could be like the price looks overpriced, yeah, for investors. So there's no like moving too close because the price is too high, could be. So sometimes they could negotiate more, give the better conditions, catch more discount, for example. Yeah, that's very simple thing, and we help to complete it. Yeah, because we as a like middleman who see everything, who see the supply side, the demand side, also could help our buyers, you know, to push the seller to tell them, hey guys, maybe you could give the better conditions because you see what's going on, your price is too high, nobody wants it, so maybe you could negotiate something better.
And can I add some more info? Sorry for my, I can't participate in this pitch session. My name is Dennis, I'm CEO and founder of Marsbase. I want to add some more. Because we are a marketplace and we show our offers for public, for our users and for our VC funds and projects also, people can compare different lots, different offerings. So if you see, for example, scroll with evaluation, I don't know, 1 billion for sale, and you see some more scroll lots for sale with 1.1 or 0.95 or somewhere else, you can choose the best condition for you as buyer. And also it's similar with the seller side. If you see different buy offerings, you can choose from them. And when you post new buy offerings, you can also compare price and compare your conditions with other similar offerings to be more attractive to investors, because you see some guys post sell offer 1 week earlier and nobody wants to place bids there. Maybe it's not attractive valuation or something else, or small premium or small discount. And one more thing that, as Nick mentioned, that we became not just marketplace, and we became OTC data aggregator. First in history, OTC data aggregator. We can help buyers to understand, is this lot really objectively attractive, good investment opportunity or not? Because this asset can be distressed maybe, or it can be undervalued and it is the best moment to buy, or it is not good valuation and it is upper price. So we gave investors and users all information that I think they can't find in public. They can't find it in open internet, open websites, or between some crypto network. And we collect this information in our wrappers, which sometimes can cost some money or can be included in fees. But buyers and sellers have all information about assets and loss. So we help to understand this market more and deep dive into all aspects of OTC trading and secondary markets.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you so much, Nick. As well, I have a question, a short one. You mentioned about being licensed in Europe. Am I right? Could you please elaborate more on that?
Not Europe. Sorry, I will answer also this question. At this moment, we have entity in BVI and vast license to work with synthetic assets and tokens. The next step is MENA region. We are going to one of entity zones of Dubai. It may be DFC or DMCC, doesn't matter at this moment. Doesn't matter, we are choosing at this moment, because we're also in one incubator at this moment who are based in Dubai. And there we will work with Vara. And so we will get licenses like broker, dealer, and also all stuff that we need to work directly and fully regulated with MENA region clients, because we have many MENA region clients. The next step, we're going to Europe, but not in case of some special licensing. We are going to Europe for strategic partnerships and working with clients like 1inch, Zerion, etc., because they based now at Lisbon, and we have good and strong connections with Lisbon network, crypto network, and we just want to go there like crypto project and start working with them, like strategic plans, strategic collaboration, etc. But in case of business, the next step will be in Asia. We are planning to go to Hong Kong and Singapore. We have already clients from those areas, but they have another type of licensing to make broker-dealer business activities. It's not a problem. It's just a question of time. And after that, we'll I don't know, we'll do something else. So, but basically, MENA region broker-dealer license is enough to cover also some Europe. Maybe if we will think that it is good for us and good for business, and understand that many clients are also from Europe, we'll go to Switzerland and get license there. But we have partners, I mean also OTC partners, which we are working with, and we can work with them under their license. It is okay. We just will share revenue. It's not a problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Denis. There is another question. Maybe you can give a very short answer. How do they sell not liquid SAFs and tokens? Is there any secondary market for them? This is a question from Jess in YouTube.
Yeah, so when we're talking about any kind of supply, so definitely there's like two stories. If there already existing demand on the market, or there could be demand because we showed everything about this project. We aggregate analytical and secondary score, yeah. So to show maybe some undervalued projects coming up. So this could be interesting for our client base because all of them are investors, in fact, yeah. So yeah, definitely there could be the case when, for example, somebody could find this attractive offer and make this decision, yeah, to buy. Even I can say more that sometimes we see how demand appears right before, maybe like months or a couple months before some major news on the projects. So nobody knows in public that maybe they are performing something, upcoming launches, or I don't know, like a TG date or anything else, yeah. But some guys already knows something and they're searching for that.
Okay, all right, thank you. And one last thing, maybe one short answer. Will the EU laws allow this? Mark Smith is asking.
Sorry, come again?
Will the European laws, will they accept this?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say that legal story of all these markets is still young as the whole market. Yeah. So we are the guys who are kind of building the first guys who are building, you know, like comprehensive and legal solution on this field, because in the most cases, the most of the brokers doesn't have any kind of licenses. They're just private person. They do it privately. Nobody publics anything. Nobody knows about it. So they even don't need that. Yeah, so we are the one who want to make it transparent, legal, comprehensive, like institutional level solution for the whole industry. So yeah, that's like big mission.
Agreed.
That's why we start build a secondary market associate, which include legal companies, legal guys, VC block, project block. I mean block tier 1, tier 2 project, tier 1, tier 2 funds, who will create this niche together. Because we just one company couldn't build it by ourselves, only together, and we see good how it will be in English, good feedback about our business and our activities in this side. So secondary market associate will also help to create legal architecture for whole markets, whole secondary market.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Dennis. And I really believe that there will be more sandbox programs in the European region who can actually get startups like this to navigate the regulations. Any other questions from VCs? Okay, maybe I think everyone's really tired right now because it's 1.5 hours. So thank you so much, Nick, for presenting. I think the rest will follow up with introductions. And well, that brings us to the end of the session. And huge thanks to all the startups, VCs, and everyone who joined us today. This has been an incredible journey through the Web3 landscape, from DeFi infrastructure, gaming, and then so on and so forth. Let's keep conversations going, and I really am optimistic about the introductions that will follow up from this session. And just to kind of final words, which is Web3 is all about community collaboration and pushing boundaries of what's actually possible, right? And we have to keep innovating, keep exploring, and together we'll actually shape the future. And on that note, I'll see you guys on the next session. And thank you so much, and have a great day. See you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.